Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I am going to show you how to correctly and completely adjust from start to finish the torsion value from any 1.9 or 2.0 TDI engine which is made by the VW group. Right here I am working on this VW Jetta from the year 2007, and on this vehicle I saw that when the engine is hot, the vehicle is starting a little bit rough, it's starting a little bit hard than usual. So when the engine is cold, it's starting perfectly fine, but when the engine is a little bit hot, it's starting a little bit bad or a little bit worse than usual. So there are a few things which can cause this kind of problem. The first thing which you have to check, it is the camshaft position sensor, which is installed right here in the front side of the engine and which is going right here into the timing belt kit. If this sensor is going bad, it will not receive properly the values which the camshaft is sending to the ECU, and because of that it can make it start a little bit harder, or it can make it run rough, or in some cases it cannot start at all. Also, if the camshaft position sensor is working perfectly fine and you have no errors on the dashboard or on the diagnostic tool, you'll have to check the crankshaft position sensor, which I have right here. This kind of sensor, it's installed on the crankshaft. It's installed between the engine and between the gearbox, and is very difficult to replace. It's not expensive at all, but it's very difficult to replace because you'll have to remove the entire gearbox and flywheel and clutch kit to pull it out from the crankshaft. So this ring, which is a magnet, it's rotating with the crankshaft and it's sending power to the crankshaft position sensor, which is installed over it, and it's sending correct power or correct values to this sensor, and this sensor is sending the values to the ECU, and again is telling to the ECU how the vehicle is running, how it should run, if it's running bad or no, if it is properly adjusted with the camshaft and other things like this one. So in my case, for example, both of the sensors are completely brand new. I just replaced yesterday the crankshaft position sensor along with the entire clutch kit, and the problem in my case, it still persists. When the engine it is a little bit hot, it's starting a little bit harder or a little bit rough than usual. On this vehicle, I don't have any errors on the diagnostic tool or onto the dashboard. Everything is working perfectly. The camshaft and also the crankshaft position sensors are working perfectly fine, so I don't have to worry about them. And after that, if you have a similar problem to this one, when the engine is starting a little bit rough when it is hot, you have to check the starter, because the starter can be very weak, especially when it is hot, and because of that it has no power to turn the engine how fast it should be turning normally, and because of that the engine will start rough or it will start very hard when the engine is hot. After that, if the starter is very good and if the starter is working perfectly fine, you'll have to check the torsion value. This kind of torsion value, it's sending power to the ECU and is telling to the ECU when the engine should open the injectors, when the fuel ratio should be opened to make the engine work as smooth as possible. So in my case, for example, as you can see, I have no errors on the diagnostic tool. And to check the torsion value, you have to go into the read data stream or measuring blocks. Then you have to go into the channel 004 or 4 simple. And right here in this channel, it will show you the torsion value. In my case, as you can see, the torsion value is about 2.5, so it's not very good. Normally, the torsion value should be around 0 to maximum minus 0.4 or plus minus 0.4. And if it is around this area, this is meaning that the fuel ratio is working perfectly fine. This is meaning that the engine should behave perfectly fine. So in my case, it's not behaving like it's supposed to be behaving from the factory. This is not a very good value. So right here, I'm going to show you all how to adjust it, how to bring it back to 0, and how to make sure that the engine and the torsion value is working how it's supposed to be working from the factory. And after that, if you checked all of these things, if you checked the camshaft position sensor along with the crankshaft position sensor, if you checked the starter, if you checked the torsion value, and all of these parts are perfectly and into the spec, you'll have to remap the ECU. The only option which you have to do is to remap the ECU, and it's called hot start ECU remap. And only by remapping the ECU by someone with a lot of experience can fix your problem, because it will adjust the ratio of the injectors, when the injectors should open, when the engine is hot or cold or something like that, and in this way it will permanently fix your problem. Alright everybody, so with all of these things being said, let's get right into the job on how to correctly adjust the torsion value on any 1.9 or 2.0 TDI engine made by Volkswagen. So the first thing which you have to do is to open the hood. You have to locate the time belt kit location. In my case, it's right here on the left side. In some cases, it can be in the front side of the engine, depending on how the engine is installed over the vehicle. After that, in my case, for example, I have this rubber hose, which is getting into my way of working on the timing belt kit, so I'm going to remove it completely. Then you have to remove the cover from the timing belt kit completely. It's only secured with two metal clips to the sides. You have to open them and then lift the cover up. And after that, my recommendation is to always work with the engine into the TDC mode. You have to use the locking tools for the crankshaft and for the camshaft to correctly put the engine into the TDC. In my case, for example, I will not have to put it into the TDC because I already know how to correctly adjust it without any worries, without any risk. So in my case, I'm a little bit experienced with this kind of jobs, but in your case, if you never did it or something like that, I recommend you to put it first into the TDC and then work without any worries on the engine. Okay everybody, so after you have easy access to the camshaft pulley, you have to go right here, you have to take a marker and you have to make a straight line from the center of the bolt, from the middle of the pulley to the little bit on the exterior side, because you have to follow the line. In this way, if you have a straight line over the pulley, you will see how much you turn it to the left or how much you turn it to the right, and in this way you'll have a good point of view on how you are working with the time belt and how you are working with the pulley from the camshaft. After you made the line from the center of the bolt to the pulley, you'll have to unscrew just a little bit the three bolts from the pulley. Only unscrew them just a little bit to make sure that the pulley is free to move, because you have to move it with an 18mm key a little bit to the right or to the left to correctly adjust the torsion value. And if the screws are tightened in place, you are not able to turn it, but if the screws are a little bit untightened, you are able to turn it a little bit in whatever side you like. As also, in my case, on the diagnostic tool, the value which I had was with minus 2.45, so it was with minus first. If it is with minus, you'll have to turn the engine clockwise to correctly adjust it to the zero. So you'll have to turn the engine to the right. If it is with plus or without any minus, you'll have to turn the engine to the left, anti-clockwise. And in my case, because it was with minus 2.45, I will have to rotate it to the right into the normal rotation of the engine. After that, you'll have to turn the camshaft or the center bolt with an 18mm key. You have to turn it very slightly, only 1mm, and then stop it. Then you have to tighten all the bolts back into the spec. Tighten the 3 bolts from the camshaft to 20 Nm and 45 degrees, and then go ahead, remove all the locking tools if you have installed them. Then you have to go ahead into the vehicle, start the vehicle, check again on the diagnostic tool the torsion value, and if it is 0, you'll have to let it like this. If it is more than 0 or again worse than before or something like that, you'll have to come back right here. You'll have to adjust it again until you hit correctly 0.00. As you all can see right here, in my case, I adjusted just a little bit to the right. Right now, I'm tightening back all the bolts which are securing the pulley mounted to the camshaft, and then I'm going to go back into the vehicle. I'm going to start it. I'm going to check it again to see if the value is good or bad, and if it's not correctly, I'm going to come back right here. I'm going to adjust it again until I'm going to hit it right into the center, and until I'm going to see 0.0.0 values on the diagnostic tool. Okay everybody, so right now, after I adjusted the camshaft a little bit, the new torsion value, it is around 5.88, so this is with plus 5.88, so I rotate the camshaft to the right too much, so in my case this is not good at all. I'll have to bring it to the zero, to center 0.00. So in my case, I will go back on the timing belt. I'm going to undo again the 3 bolts. I'm going to turn back the camshaft just a little bit, and then I'm going to secure it back and check it again and see the torsion value if it is correctly or not. In my case, I always like to tap over the tool, over the 80mm key, just to make sure that I'm not turning too much the camshaft. So in my case, I'm hitting it slightly with a hammer and it's turning only millimeter by millimeter. Okay everybody, so I'm just done with adjusting it again. So let's check again the value of the torsion value. And in my case it is 40.90. So it is minus 40.90. It is turned too much backwards, so it is not good. I'm going to adjust it again. And right here, I already adjusted it again off camera. In my case, I hit it correctly after about 5 or 6 tries. Right now, in my case, the value, it is perfectly 0.0.0. It took me a little bit of time to correctly find it and secure it in place. And finally, after I continued adjusting it for a few minutes, I hit it right into the middle. In my case right now, I already checked it. It is right into the 0.0.0 torsion value. It is 0. So this is meaning that the engine should behave the best. The engine should be running like it's supposed to be running from the factory. I already secured back the 3 bolts from the pulley. And right now, let's see how the vehicle is starting and let's see the torsion value on the diagnostic tool. As you all can see right here, I have no errors on the diagnostic tool, so this is very good. And right here on the measuring blocks, on the read data stream, the torsion value, it is right about in the middle. It is right about 0.0.0. So this is the perfect adjustment which you can do for your car. This is the most important adjustment which you have to do if it is not right or if it is not right into the middle. And after you adjust it correctly into the middle, 0.0.0, the vehicle should work like it's supposed to be working from the factory. The only things which I have left to do on this kind of vehicle is to install all the parts right here over the timing belt kit. I'll have to install the pipe, I'll have to install the cover, and then take the vehicle for a test drive. With all of these things being said, those are all the things which you'll have to check if you have a similar problem where the vehicle is starting rough or where the vehicle is starting very hard, when the engine is hot. You'll have to check the camshaft, the crankshaft position sensors, you'll have to check the starter, you'll have to correctly adjust the torsion value like I showed you all right here, and eventually, if none of these things is fixing your problem, you'll have to do a remap, a hot start remap, and then the problem will be fixed. Thank you all very much for watching. If you liked the video and found it informative, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a comment and a like down below. See you next time.